Hello, my little creatives, and welcome to Drawfully Fun Draw with me. Today we're taking to the skies again, and we're drawing my happy little snowy owl. So let's get started. So the very first thing that we're going to do is draw the glasses today. We're going to draw the inner lenses. Yep, that's right. We are drawing glasses on an owl. So our owl is going to have these really cute glasses. He's a very studious owl. So let's go ahead and start with the inner lens. We're going to draw some little squares with round edges right on the middle of the page. All the way around. Boop. There we go. So we have number 1, and let's do number 2 right next to it. So another little square with rounded edges. Again, remember this is the inner lens of our glasses. There we go. Nice. Now that we have the inner lens, let's go ahead and draw the pupils. So inside the lens, we're going to go ahead and draw these really big, bold eyes that snowy owls have. So we're going to draw a big curve right on the right side of the glasses. Big curve. That's the outer part of our pupil. Let's do the same thing over here. Nice big curve. Nope. There we go, to give that round eye effect. And then we're going to draw a really big circle right on the middle. Big circle all the way around. Boop. There we go. Looking good. Let's do it again. Ready? Big circle. It's okay if your circles aren't perfect. My circles are never perfect. Find me somebody who can actually draw a perfect circle without using something to guide them. That's very rare, okay? All right, so now we have these little donut looking things, or onion rings. They look like onion rings. That's what they look like. Let's draw our ladders. Let's do ladders right inside. Ready? So we just keep going all the way around. So it's a little different than my regular ladders. My regular ladders are usually only halfway. In this case, we're actually doing a fully round eye. So we have a long way to go for little ladders. There we go. Let's do the same thing over here. All the way around. Really big eyes. Now remember, our ladders are where the color of our eyes are going to go. So if you want your snowy owl to have blue eyes, green eyes, or big bright yellow eyes, kind of like my background today, we're going to go ahead and only do it on our ladders. That's it. The outside's going to stay white, and the inside's going to have that really cute sparkle and then colored in black. So big sparkle on the top, little sparkle on the bottom, big sparkle on top again, little sparkle on the bottom. Boop. There we go. Love it. Let's color these pupils in. Let's get them nice and dark, because you know me, and if you don't know me, you're gonna get to know me. I do not like empty eyes. Empty eyes just don't look right. They look creepy. They don't look happy. They look very creepy, not cute. So let's see, what's the difference there? Creepy, happy, cute. Happy, cute, creepy. So let's go ahead and make them nice and adorable. Plus it gives them personality. I think it gives them a lot more character when you have their eyes nice and completed, and it gives you more of an idea of what the rest of your drawing is going to look like. So let's go ahead and get these nice and shaded in. There we go. These are really big pupils, let me tell you. Took me a while to get these colored in. Wow. There we go. Looking cute. So he's a little curious owl right now. He wants to know what direction we're going to go. Are we going to make him happy? Are we going to make him sad? Is he going to be angry? Right now he's going to look angry because we're going to give him this really big unibrow right on the very top here. But these are actually the glasses. So right here we're going to bring this line all the way across. But we're going to create a little curve right on the inside. A little bump. Or a little speed bump or pothole. All the way across. So it looks like he has a very angry unibrow. He looks like an angry bird. Now let's go ahead and give him 2 little lines on the sides. One right here. One right here. And let's follow this line down and create a border. This is the actual frame of our lens. So let's create that frame, curve this down and then around. frame those really pretty lenses that you just created all the way around. Boop. Go up to the middle. Same thing over here. We're going to curve inwards and then down to create that border. Nice little frame. And up. And then we just close this off with a cute little rainbow curve to be the little nose guard, or where your nose sits. Beautiful. I love him. He looks so cute. Love it, love it. So let's give him a little beak. So we're going to do a really sharp beak. So right below the glasses, we're just going to do a little triangle. One right here, one right here, and give him a sharp little beak. Right up here on the top, we're going to do a little rainbow curve just to show that that's the top of the beak. And the glasses are resting on the sides of that beak. But I want to give him a smile. Now, if you look at a lot of pictures of owls, most of the time you'll just see them with their beaks right in front of them, with their mouths are closed. They really don't show a lot of emotion. They look kind of creepy sometimes. But I really wanted to get this one to give that emotion of being happy. So I'm going to create a very cute, happy, open beak right on the bottom. So we're going to create another little triangle, a little thinner this time, with a small border, whatever you can get fit in the inside, a cute little border. There we go. Super cute. Now, if you can fit a tiny little tongue in there, you can put a little tongue right on the inside. Depends on how big you did your beak. Awesome. So now we have the hardest part of the drawing done. The rest is going to be super easy. So we're going to create triangles. Let's do some little triangles right on the inside here. We're going to create a little shape all the way on the bottom, but we got to get some feathers. So we're going to create a little Christmas tree effect here. 1, 2, and 3. So we only want 3 little triangles on each side. So I got 3 on this side, and let's do another 3 over here. Ready? So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we got 3 little triangles, and now all we're going to do now to finish this part off is do a big happy face curve all the way from line to line. Boop. There you go. So he's a happy little owl. Looking cute, looking cute. Let's give him a little head. Right now he's bald and he has no head, so let's give him a little head. So right here, we're going to go ahead and create some more little feathers right over here. So we're going to bring this line up and then do a little triangle sticking out. Whatever you can fit there. It barely looks like a triangle. My Sharpie's a little thick, so let's try that a little differently. If it's a little easier for you to go downwards to do a triangle, start from right up here where you're going to do this little curve. Come right here and then just go like that, and then bring it down to a line. See, that makes it a little easier to do a tiny triangle. See, this one came out a little thick, but that's okay. Once we color it in and we get all the shading, it's really not going to matter. So let's rustle up his feathers up here and give us some cute little feathers. So we're just going to bring this line and continue this into tiny little triangles, kind of like if you were drawing grass. So a bunch of little triangles, nothing crazy, just a few little ones, and then close it off. There we go. He's looking cute. Love it. Now we're going to leave all the details to the end. Snowy owls usually have all these black marks right on top of their head and then right all over the wings. It's black and white. So we'll leave that to the end. Let's get the outline done first. So next, we're going to do his wing. So right here, we're going to create another Christmas tree effect, kind of like what we did here, but going at an angle down to the left. So right here, we're going to start the top of our wing, go into a triangle, and we're going to continue this all the way down. Let's do another one right here. 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the final tip. Now the final tip, I want to go ahead and start bringing this upwards. I don't want to continue down now because we want to do a nice curve to close out the wing right here. So right up here, we're going to start creating our little curve. We're going to do a little C shape that goes into a triangle, just like that. So it's going to be the Christmas tree effect, but going into a curve. So let's do another curve here. 2, 3. Let's bring them down a little longer between each one. 4. Maybe a little one sticking out like this. And close it off. Boop. There you go. So he's rustled up a little bit, just so that it gives it a little bit of contrast. We don't want everything to be perfectly looking like a Christmas tree. We want to give it some kind of change. Super cute. All right, so now let's get the belly done. So right over here on the bottom of the face towards the right, we're going to do a big curve that curves all the way around into a belly and then comes into the wing right here for the bottom half. So I'm going to create a marker right here, kind of where I want to leave off for the bottom of his body. And we're going to connect that from here all the way around to right here. So it's going to be a big smiley face curve all the way around. Ready? Go follow that line all the way up. And connect it. There we go. Look at that little belly. He's looking so cute. Love it. Now we're not going to do another wing as big as this one, because if you look at him, he's tilting sideways. His head is tilted sideways and his body's facing over here to the right. So we're not going to see that really big wing over here. Instead, we're only going to see the very tip, the very shoulder of the wing. So from right here, we're going to create another little triangle from the top right here. Triangle number 1. We're going to do about 3 triangles. 2, 3. And close it out with a little curve. Boop. So it just gives us the hint of a little wing popping out from the back. That's it. Super cute. Oh, he's looking adorable. Now let's go ahead and give him some little legs right here on the bottom. I want him to be standing on top of a branch. So he's chilling out on a little perch. It could be a branch on a tree, or it could be a perch. You can create a little T shape right here for a perch. Whatever you want to do. So let's go ahead and do the cute little legs. This is going to be very simple. All we're going to do is right here on the bottom, 2 little lines that go in an angle, one to the left and then one to the right like this. And then we're going to create little alligator teeth right on the bottom. And this is going to be the little feathers. Like that. So these are the feathers on his little legs. So the talons are going to go right here. The talons are his claws. So right here we're going to do another little leg before we can move on to the talons. One to the left, one to the right, and then close it off with alligator teeth. There we go. Now the talons, we want to curve the talons so that they look like they're holding onto the branch. So the very first talon, we're going to do 3 on each little leg. The first one is going to be curving to the left, kind of like a parentheses or a backward C. And then we're going to do another one right behind it, but we're going to close it off right at the end. A little curve, like that. And now we're going to do that 2 more times. Ready? So number 2, all we're going to do is a curve and close it off. And number 3, curve and close it off. So we have 3 little talons. Now it looks a little weird because he doesn't have the branch there yet, but trust me, it's going to look good once we get that little branch. So we're going to start again with the second leg, but we're going to start with our first curve right here that looks like a parentheses. Bring that over to the left. Go right behind it, do the next one, and then close off the bottom with a little bump. There we go. And then 2 more times. Another curve, close it off, and 1 more curve, and close it off. And there you go. Awesome. Now before we can create the actual environment or the branch or all the details, we got to create another little detail of feathers right on the bottom here. That's the little tail. So right here we're going to create a long curve that comes out and then goes right back in all the way up like that. And then we're going to do that 2 more times, but the next 2 are going to be a lot more skinny than this, a lot skinnier. So we're going to bring another little curve out, a little triangle, one right here, and then a small one right here. Bring that all the way up. This really big thick one that we did here, if you don't want it that thick, what we can do is just do a little line right here and create that little break in between the 2. So it looks like he's got a whole bunch of them. You can even bring all these lines up if you want to continue on that feather shape, just like that. And there you go, he's got a cute little tail. Now let's go ahead and add some details. So owl wings, if you notice, they're usually a lot darker on the actual wing. So I'm going to go ahead and create some little lines, little rows Yep. All the way across. You can fit however many you want in there. You can do them as big as you want, as thin as you want. Nothing crazy. Yep. And we start getting smaller and smaller as we go to the bottom. There we go. Perfect. Well, maybe I can add one more here. There we go. Super, super cute. But now this right here looks very plain to me, and I don't want plain. I like my drawings to have some more details. So we're going to go ahead and rustle up some more feathers and create some texture on top of his chest here. So we're going to do 3 rows of feathers. The first row, we're going to have it all the way across in a bunch of little triangles, kind of like if you're creating grass, all the way across. The second row, we're going to have one going all the way across, but it's going to break right in the middle. So it's going to be 2 little rows. So it's going to go like this. One right here, and then we stop, and then we do another one right next to it. Awesome. And then row number 3 is going to be the same thing as this one, but right in the center, right here. It's a little shorter. So we're going to start halfway or midway right here. All the way across, like that. So it's a little shorter, and it's right in between all of these. So there you go. He's got some more details on his chest. Let's give him his last little details right here on top of his head. So if you look at the snowy owls, they have these cute little black marks all the way across their head. So we're going to do rows of triangles. I'm going to do 1 row right here, and they're literally just little triangles going all the way across. Let's do a big row right here. Now you can do as many as you want, as many as they fit right up here. I don't want to crowd it too much. I'm going to do just a very small one right here. So I don't want too many, but I don't want too little. And that, I believe, is all the details we need. So let's go ahead and get that little branch that he's sitting on here. So all we're going to do is connect a line from right behind his feathers right here to the back of his claws, right in between it. Depending on how much space you have here, you're going to create a line anywhere you want there. And then we're going to bring this line all the way out. Now you don't want your line to be straight. Remember, this is a branch after all. Branches are never straight. But I want to create a little off branch right here. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to create another little branch going up like that. One like this. And I can do a little leaf. Like that. Bunch of little leaves. Super cute. Let's do a little twig right over here to the side. I like that. That's cute. There we go. And now we can continue our branch. A bunch of little curves. Remember, I don't want a straight line. There we go. Let's do the bottom half here. So we're going to come from right over here and bring it. I'm actually going to come down from where the talon is to guide me a little better. Go all the way across. You can go all the way to the end of the page, or you can stop here if you want to create a tree next to it. You can go wherever you want. Let's go ahead and do another one right here between the little talons, and then bring this all the way across. Again, curvy lines. There we go. But this just looked to me like lines on a paper right now. I want to add texture to really make it look like this is a branch. So the best way to do this, especially if you're using this kind of marker, if a Sharpie or any marker for that case, instead of doing a harsh line and just drawing lines all over it, I like to just loosely hold my Sharpie or my marker or whatever I'm using and just glide across the page like this and do soft little lines all the way across. Just let it lift off the page slightly, nice and light, and let it get that texture. Go up here like that. Nothing harsh. Not too many, not too little. Just a bunch of tree bark lines. There we go. So I think that looks a lot better with some texture. And then when you see it all nice and colored and all full complete, you'll see it looks really, really nice with that texture. All right, let's do one more little check. Anything else we need to add on him? Ooh, let's go ahead and give him a tiny little bump right here on the beak. There we go. I think that's the final step. And there you have it, guys. This is the official outline of your snowy owl. And of course, here is your completed version. All right, now I would love for you guys to take a picture of your completed owls, submit them on social media. Don't forget to use my tag, Drawfully Fun, so I can see all of your artwork. I always love to see what kind of things you add to your drawings, or if you took anything out and changed anything. What did you do with your snowy owls? And did you give it a name? I named mine Henry, and Henry is my studious teacher assistant. He's always with me in all my classes, so I love having Henry around. Definitely a fun little teacher assistant. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that big thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified of all my future characters that are coming up. And don't forget also to send me your suggestions. What characters do you want to see next? Go ahead and put them in the comments below. Until the next time, guys, happy creating!